It's the generic Dark Lord here, and mostly I want to talk about why does it seem so hard for content creators to just apologize. So the main offenders of it right now are Pirate Software and Ludwig. They're the main ones. It's it's the real reason these people are getting so much hate over situations that are minimum at their fault is because it's such a non thing that a small apology would have went and solved the whole debauchery. But they can't do a small apology. I'm not sure why it's so hard to do it. All right, let's take the pirate software situation. Like it was literally just from him being terrible at WoW. And whatever, they not everybody plays perfect, but the little thing was he didn't it was clearly that he was in the wrong, but it's such a small thing just to say I messed up. My bad. Sorry. Let's try to get these characters back and all this other nonsense, but it's just the victimization. Even though the hate he got was overblown, but like the smallest thing, it's literally the smallest thing just to say I'm sorry or I messed up. I mess up all the time. It's a little thing. It's a common courtesy between people to say, "Oh, I fucked up." But apparently that's just so hard for them, and that's why his situation keeps getting uh it gets blown up and explosively grows way beyond the scene. There's been a lot of hate towards him, but just being able to apologize. Ooh, 1 second. Yeah, all he had to say was, "Oh damn, I did fuck up. I roached out. My bad. All right, let's. That's on me. I fucked up." And then everybody moved on. And but all right, we're gonna go into the Mango situation. Like Mango's 100% at fault of what he did. There's no one is arguing that he didn't fuck up. But Ludwig is also his friend. Your friends you would like to be taken care of. It's always that simple. Like you would hope your friends have your best interests in mind and, not encouraging it. But I saw that I think it was either last night or was it today. They finally Ludwig finally apologized.
It felt like he was throwing his friend under the bus. He said like, oh, in hindsight, it was in poor taste and cringe, but he didn't really like treat it like the serious situation it was. But towards the end of this
Absolutely.
stream, he actually did deliver a better response. Here's what
Really?
he said.
I'm bummed at how he's handling the current situation. I don't actually really understand how I can handle it better. I honestly think the biggest mistake I made is I said, if someone asked me if I feel guilty and I said no. And I think that was
Thank you. Thank you. That's it. Ludwig, I mean this genuinely. Nobody wanted to be angry at you. At all. Nobody wanted to be angry at you. Nobody's like, oh, dude, I need to go live and I just need to shit on this guy. I don't care, bro. Nobody cares. This to me, I'm good. You know what I mean? Great. That's all. Was that hard? Right? Was that hard? No. It was so easy, right? Dude, fucking good for him. Good for him. Great. He did the bare minimum. Thank God. Thank God. He did the bare minimum.
that's my biggest mistake was saying that. And I do regret saying that. And I was thinking, do I feel guilty about banning? But I feel guilty about the situation happening. I think that was honestly like my biggest fuck up.
Right, so the biggest F up was the situation itself, obviously. Now, saying that he didn't feel guilty was obviously not received well, but him saying that he regrets it now is obviously the right move. I think people just wanted a more sort of explicit response.
For at least something of it. But the thing is, that's all he had to do from the beginning, and that's the real problem. Since it's not done at the beginning, it ruins it. I mean, it's enough to keep people off his back, but it just you could have did that beforehand. It's just so easy to do that because nobody wanted Ludwig to stop his events or what I don't even know. Only people do want was for him to not throw his friend under the bus completely. No, we we don't want him dodging accountability for the little bit of parts he did play into it. He invited them, he encouraged them, and that's literally all he said. Yeah, I messed up. All right, the real thing I want to take from this is a small apology does go a long way, and try to just be as real with yourself and real with the actual situation and the factors that you do play a part. That's the one thing I'm trying to make sure I learn from this is don't be afraid to apologize for actions, or try to at least be true to the actions or you do that play a part in whatever situation happens. And another big thing is try to be good to the people you love or your friends, and make sure you try to look out for their best interests in mind, because this could have all been prevented. We could have not had Mango at events. I didn't know they was friends for so long. I knew they knew each other, but I only really watched Mango's Melee streams. But other than that, like if he'd have banned Mango before, this never would have happened. He could have just said, your drinking has been a problem. Maybe it's not a problem to him, but at that point, but you're a heavy alcoholic. Let's keep you away from this situation so you don't have to be around it. I mean, as a friend, that's what I would think you would do, since you know his proclivities and his vices and his problems. I say I only know a little bit of Mango because I watch his streams, but even then, I was like, ooh, I had to leave some streams because like the drinking was getting a little out of pocket just for me being there in a stream. But he did apologize to some degree, and that's literally all we really can ask for. All right, that's about all I could think about the situations, but just a small apology does go a long way, and hopefully you can make it an authentic apology. And honestly, you do it on the spot when you know you are wrong, because when you don't know your part in the situation, it makes it worse, clearly, at least on this content creator stuff. So, yeah. So, thanks. If you stopped by and you liked any part of it or any of the ramblings I have, appreciate it. You have a great night.